Just how old are the pipes that bring the water to your house? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is New Jersey State Assemblyman Chivukula. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Jill.
So let's talk a little bit about the way the water system works in New Jersey. Some people have wells, some people have public utilities bringing water, treated water to the home. Give us an idea as to how it works throughout the state.
Well, there are, as you said, that there are people have wells, and then they have to be tested every so often, and they can get their water for their property. And the public utilities are there, companies like United Water and Aqua New Jersey or Elizabeth Water. Different companies are there, and they get the water from the nearby water source and process it, making sure that it is drinkable quality, and send it to residents. And there are also municipalities. These are municipally owned utilities that also process the water and then send, like Franklin Township and New Brunswick, they provide their own water, but they do acquire the water from water companies sometimes. Now, when you have this infrastructure is so old, and in that the American Society of Civil Engineers, in one of their reports in 2007, said that they give a C, which is a failing grade in my books for water, which is the most important thing for our water infrastructure, and a failing grade for the wastewater infrastructure, a D. And we have not really invested money, and the federal EPA laws have changed a lot with respect to how do you provide clean water, and we need to invest about 16 billion plus to bring everything up to date, and so about 7 billion for the water and 9 billion for the wastewater.
So let's talk about that water side. When we talk about billions of dollars in upgrades, what do those upgrades actually include? Are we talking about the pipes that bring that treated water to our homes? Into
the homes, and also the fire hydrants, because we want to make sure there's proper pressure. And if the pipes are not, well, let's say they're rusted, and you're going to get yellow water, which is unsafe for drinking. And if you can go, if the cast iron pipes are there, and you can go in and do the relining, so that way you have clean water that comes to your homes. And in some cases, they're falling apart, and there may not be enough pressure for the fire hydrants. You may need to change the pipes. So that type of infrastructure that needs to be done. Right now, the investment is not being made, because every time they have to go before the rate increases, that's the only time they can bring about this infrastructure. This method suggests a special charge known as a Distributed Systems Improvement Charge, known as DSIC, and it allows them every 2-3 years to make the improvements to the water infrastructure without necessarily going to the board for every 4 or 5 years for the rate infrastructure.
Is this a charge that we would see on our monthly bills?
Right. Any time there is infrastructure investment is made, it is going to be distributed upon all the users, consumers of that water utility.
What kind of rate increase are we potentially talking about?
Well, it could be anywhere, depending on the types of changes and how old your system is, it could be anywhere from 40 cents to $2. Now, you and I know when we buy a bottle of water for $1 for one-time use, and we create plastic waste, and this is a monthly, if it is a $2, which is like equivalent of 2 water bottles.
Are there certain areas of the state that are in more of a dire situation when it comes to the water infrastructure than others?
Especially the South Jersey, Camden. One of my colleagues in one of the legislature brought up a wooden pipe, and it was very old. And one of the things it does is that over a period of time, the deterioration, and it affects the reliability of the water supply. So we need to invest little by little, so that way we can catch up. And we cannot invest $16 billion overnight, but we have to do that. And that's why this method, which is, if approved by the board, can go through, and we can start improving the infrastructure.
Thank you very much. Come back, give us an update. Let us know how it's progressing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. We've been talking with Chivukula. I'm Jill Horner.